Good morning students. Here today we are going to learn new things that are controls used in Windows applications in VB.NET. As we already know that .NET framework provides various languages, multiple languages to run their code. In our syllabus we are going to learn Visual Basic .NET. So in today's lecture we are going to deliver Windows applications. What are Windows applications? As we have already seen that whenever you open a page either on the website, that is if you open yahoo.com, then sign in page will be open. That sign in page will be known as web form. Similar type of application which are developed on the base of Windows, which can execute it over the network, local area network, or within an organization on Windows based system known as Windows application, and any form which is displayed in window application is known as Windows form. So to develop these forms there are different types of control classes are available. As we already know that .NET is a collection of thousands of .NET framework classes, predefined classes. So to develop any form, Windows form, there are several types or controls are available in the .NET. We can drag or drop these controls, change the properties, and execute the program as it is without knowing what the coding they have behind. So with the little bit of knowing of coding, you can develop Windows forms easily in .NET. So different type of controls that we are going to learn today is button control, text box control, button control. For example, sign in is a button. When you click on the sign in button, something happen. How this can happen is not visible to us, but some programming has done behind and the execution takes place. Text box control, as we enter username or password, where we enter the text on the form, that is known as text box control. So label control, that cannot be changed by the user, and check boxes where we have to select multiple options from the given option. As a person have hobbies can be of multiple. Hobbies can be reading, listen to music, or playing something extra. So radio buttons, when we have to select the from the multiple options, only one option is to be selected, then we use radio buttons. List box, as we already know, whenever you fill up a form and go to states, then a list of states in India will be displayed. Then that list box is used for displaying the list of items in there. So let us start with the Windows form. What are Windows form? So window forms, it is a graphical user interface for building Windows client applications that use the CLR for their execution. Why we called Windows forms as a graphical user interface? Because we have put each and everything that a user can easily understand what they have to provide to execute the application. That is why we used it as a graphical user interface. And since .NET framework provides a CLR, that is common language runtime, every application with whatever we are going to develop on the Windows space must be executed on the CLR. So Windows forms are used to display information in the form of text and graphics. As sign in, we provide the username or password, then you can sign in to your account, otherwise not. So Windows forms are used to take input from the user. You provide the user and password. These are input from the user. When you click on the sign in, then that username and password is matched with the database. When that match up occurs, then you are logged to your account, otherwise your request will be discarded. So here are two things: we are inputting the information, and after processing it we are giving the provided information, or we are logging into our accounts. Windows applications are developed by adding controls. So how we can develop window applications? By adding controls to forms and by handling events such as what happen if we click on a particular button as sign in, what will happen, what will happen if we drag or drop a control, what will happen if we click on a picture, or what will happen if we click on a label control. So a namespace, that is system is a namespace which consists of multiple of classes, number of classes, in which we use windows and forms. That namespace explores the Windows form in VB Visual Basic 2010. So let us start. What are Windows applications? So here we have learned that Windows forms are the graphical user interface. So whenever we use these forms to create a variety of application, then these applications are known as Windows applications. So we can create variety of applications by using the Windows forms. These applications are known as Windows application. Let us take an example of hospital management system. In hospital management system, to print a report, they only enter the values and then click on the print option. The printout will be appeared. How that printout will be appeared? That is all. Just we have provide the graphical user interface. What are the code behind is nobody to know how these are working. So you can easily create a Windows Forms application by undertaking the following step. Whenever you want to create a Windows application, first of all, go to File, open the Visual Basic 2010 or any other module whichever you have installed. Go to File, New Project. The New Project dialog box will appear. In that dialog box, firstly select Visual Basic, because we are going to learn Visual Basic and we are going to create a Windows application. So from that templates we have to select Visual Basic, then Windows options from the install template pane. Enter a name of your application, whatever application you are going to create. Either it is login, either it is hospital management or library management application, or any other applications you are going to train. Then enter a location for application, where that project or that window application is going to be stored in the system. So that location must be provided. So window applications, enter a location for applications, click OK button. The first application is created as per the specified. Whenever you enter the name of the application, provides the location where you are going to store that application, and click on the OK button, then the first application is created. So how we explore Windows Forms? Again, go to Start menu, then Programs, select from that Microsoft Visual Studio 2010. Microsoft Visual Studio 2010 basically provides the tools and the integrated development environment to develop an application. Then a window will open. That window is look like this. On the top of the menu bar, that is Start page, the first page will be open. Here we have find out that on the left hand side we have three options: Connect to Team Foundation Server, New Project and Open Project. Connect to Team Foundation Server is used basically for the organization where they have worked in a team and they have supposed to work their modules on their team. After that they have to reconnect it. So they provides the Team Foundation servers where they can store. They provides the access anywhere they can go, but they can use their server access and update their information. New project is basically used for the to create new web application or window application. Open project, if you are already working on some project, you have already developed some of the forms or some of the object code or source code, then you have to open project. So this is our Windows Forms application. So we are going to create a new application. So go on for new project, Then again Visual Basic, Windows Form application, enter the name of the project and click OK as shown in this figure. When you click on the new project, a dialog box called new project is open. In this new project dialog box, here are different templates are available. On the left hand side we have seen that install templates, Visual Basic. Visual Basic basically language used for developing Windows Forms or web application, Office, cloud reporting, anything. Other languages, other projects type. So we are going to use Visual Basic. Under that we are going to develop Windows applications. So select on Visual Basic and Windows. On the right hand side you will find that .NET Framework 4, that is we are going to use the version of .NET Framework that is 4.0. By default, what type of applications we can develop under Visual Basic, that is Windows Form application, WPF, Windows Presentation Foundation applications, console applications, ASP.NET Web application, or any other. So we have decided to go for the Windows Form application. Click on the Windows Form application, and on the bottom of the here we display the name. Provide the name whatever project you are going to be create. So I have given the name that is project 1 as a whatever the application I am named as a project 1. Whenever go to click button, OK button, then a new IDE window, project 1 IDE window is displayed on the top of the bar, that is project 1 Microsoft Visual Studio. Project 1 is my project name. On the right hand side we have seen Solution Explorer and Properties window. In Solution Explorer we have find the two things, that is my project, what is my project, and how many forms we are going to be used. Since I am creating a new project, only one form is displayed, that is form 1 dot with the extension of VB, Visual Basic. So bottom of the Solution Explorer, here comes the Properties window. Properties window basically define the all the properties associated with forms, each and every control, whatever the properties it has, we can change the properties from here without changing the coding modules. So on the top of after project menu we have find file, edit, view, project. These are menus are available to develop, create, easily understand the .NET framework Windows based applications. On the left hand side we have find that is toolbox. Toolbox consists of all the controls which we can use from directly drag and drop and use them as our requirement. And data sources. Data source is basically for the connection with the databases. So what are the property? As in the last form we have selected a form. Every form has a different type of properties that is displayed in the properties dialog box. So what different type of properties they have? Several types of properties are available in properties box. You can change these properties to change the view of form according to the requirements. Some of the properties are name. You can change the, as we already know, the name of the form is form 1. We can change the name of the form, as first form of every application is login form, so you can change it as a login. If you write login, that form 1 is converted to login. That is back color, you can change the color as it is displayed in the gray shade. You can give any custom color you can provide. You can even provide the background image layout, whatever the layout you have to center, tile, or stretched format. Font, the various fonts are available. In which font you want to enter the input or display the output, you can select it. For color, whatever you user enter or display, that is for color for the output. Font border styles, weaker, italic, bold, whichever, underline, whichever style you want you can select here. And text is basically for the form's name. So as if form 1, at the right hand side if you have find all the properties, auto size bold, auto validate, back color, background image layout. Whenever you click on the background image, then the browser menu accept. Then select the folder where images are placed. Select one of the image. That image is going to be your form's background image. Logged location, each and everything is defined in this. As I have changed some of the locations, some of the font and form's name, and provide a background image, my forms look like this. As I change the name of the form to the login form, then top of the form it is displayed as that is login. And I have changed the background image of the form, then background image whatever you have provided, that location will be provided and that picture will be accessed. Whenever you execute this form, the output will be like this. So let us start with the most commonly used controls that are in the .NET IDE, that is Integrated Development Environment. So button control, you already know what is button. Go to Yahoo Mail, Gmail, Facebook account, always provide the username, then password, then click on login. Whenever an execution takes place after the login, so when you click on login, what will happen? That is your button control, that you have to provide some events. You are going to create some events with clicking them. So button control, it is the one of basic Windows Forms control. It lets you to generate a click event by handling the click events of a button control. What will happen if you are going to click on the button control? You have provided the execution, you have provided the database where all these data is stored, fetch the data, how it is controlled through the button control. So let's learn how to use a button control. First of all, that is on the left side of IDE, you have find that toolbox. Click on that. The various controls are available in the number of controls are available in that toolbox. Just go to the toolbox, then select the button control. There are two ways to drag or drop. One is double click on the button control. The button control automatically available on the form. Second one is just click on the button control and drag it wherever you find to draw it on the form. So button control appears on the form as button 1 as it is named. If you have used two buttons, then it is if button 1, you can copy it and place it, and whenever you paste it, its name becomes the button 2. So numerous buttons we can import on the forms windows. So what are the different properties of the button control? Name, as we already know, whenever we want to change the text, each and a property that can be changed with the help of the button control's name. If you have used 3 buttons, then that button control 1, button control 2, button 3. So these are the names of the button control. You can change the back color of the button. You can change the background image. You can display a image on the button control. You can even background image layout, whether is style, stretched or centered, in which format you want to display image on the button control. So cursor, what type of cursor? You can change even cursors on your own Windows operating system. You can select multiple types of cursors you have available. So you can change the cursors to be used during this button control. Font, what type of font? Whether is Arial black, Assist font, whatever font you want to, you can select it and their size. After here comes a forecolor. For background color is back color, that is display forecolor. Whatever you type, that color will be displayed. Text will be displayed on that particular color. So image, we can change the image of the image alignment. Where should be it aligned? It should be on the left side, right side, center, each. and here comes the text. Whatever you type, if you type at the text property window, that is login, then it instead of displaying button 1, it will be displayed as login. If you type it cancel, the instead of displaying button 1, it will be displayed as a cancel button. Text alignment, that text be in the center, right of the button, left of the button, top of the button, or bottom of the button. So here are some of the properties that are a button can have are shown. That is key down, what happen if you key down, key presses, what happen on the key presses, key up, layout, mouse, move, each and every properties you can change. You can change the pattern, padding, mouse click events, even mouse enter, mouse however, mouse leave. You can change any property and use it as on the Windows form. So let us look at the handling click events. So what will happen if you double click on the button control? When you are designing, just drag and drop on the form 1. When you handle, you double clicked on the button control, a window will be appear, that is the code window. You can enter the text over here as if form1.vp, that is our code window. In our templates there is general and declaration. Since we have double clicked on the button control, it provides a class, that is form1. Form1 is a class and it ends with the class. A function will appear, that is private sub button 1 click. Whatever you want to, you have to provide small coding here. Whenever you click a button, that code is automatically executed. So it provides all the parameters and it handles means what should we do on button click, right button click, left button click, what will happen. So it provides the on the, then enter the code here. The output of the program, as we have created a click me. If you have clicked me, then button control will display you clicked me, as we have provided the code that whenever a button is clicked, so display button 1 dot text, display it as a you clicked me or not. So let's come to the next control, that is label control. Label control is used to display the text that is not supposed to be used by user at runtime. We already know about login page. Username, you can never change as a username is as a user ID. Whatever it is displayed, it is, you can only change the properties or enter the text in the text box. So number of operations can be performed on the label control, such as formatting the text, clicks and double click events. Here what will happen if you click on the username, then it will shows a message that you have to enter the username in this format. If you click on the password, it shows that you have to enter the valid password. Check out whether caps lock is on or not. What should be password requirements? It must have a character, it must have a numeric, it must have a special character. So these all are displayed by clicking on the label controls. Let us start with the project. Here from the toolbox you have find the label. Either double click on it or just click and drag on the form where you want to draw it. So what are the various properties of label controls are available? Name as label 1, label 2. If you have used 10 labels in a form, then every label has a name, that is label 1, label 2, label 3, label 4 and upon up to 10. Every label has a unique name. With label 2, two labels with same name can't be exist. So you can change the back color of the label control. Background image, you can provide the background image what should be to be displayed. Back color, you can select any blue custom colors, you can select according to your choices. So cursor, again we can change the cursor movements, whatever the font you want, in which bold should be available. You want to type the text in the bold or in the italic or underline it. For color, whatever the text you have typed, what should be the color of that. For color, image alignment, center, tile or stretch. Again, text should be the, what should be the name. As when you drag and drop on the form, it have the text that is label 1. Whenever you type a label 1 as a username, its text become username, and on the form it is shows that username, not as a label 1. So you can change the text. Again, text alignment, you whatever text you have typed, given, provided to the label, that is either centered, right aligned, left aligned, top aligned or bottom aligned, etc. Let us look at the label. As I have chosen a label, I have changed its back color, its fore color, and I used it as a bold, that is I am a label. So whenever you click on the label, he said you clicked me. As I have changed the text, I have provided the coding that whenever click on a label, the properties or text property of its change to you clicked me. A label can be clicked or double clicked. What will happen? Again, when you double clicked on the its, so you clicked me 2 times. So its text automatically, its size, as I am a label, its size is small. You clicked me, size is increasing. You clicked me 2 times, its size automatically increases according to the whatever text you have provided. So let's come to the next control, that is text box control. Text box control is basically input control. You have type your username, you have type your password, that is your input. So it is used as a input control. It enables user to enter the text to form at runtime. By default, it can accept only single line of text, but we can change the properties of a textbook. By default, if you have not provided any property or any algorithm, so it can only accept only single line, as your user ID must be of 10 to 12 words, characters, so it is not more than. But if you want to add a comment, then it should be of multi-line, so that the comment should be increased by the length of the characters or according to the users. We can make text box control to accept multiple lines of text by changing its properties. So again, each and every control in Visual Basic have its own properties. You can change the each and every property, and its properties will be changed and its output will be automatically changed. So from the toolbox, whenever you find AB, something like that, again it's a symbol, then text box is appear. Whenever you select, again whenever you go to select it, click it, the version of whatever the version of the text box appear, enabled or disabled, whatever you want to do it. So what are the, just go to toolbox, select it and enter to the text box. When you execute the program, you can type anything. As I have typed welcome to vb.net, so it displayed welcome to vb.net. Even you can change the properties of a text box. Even when you enter the password, your password is not shown. You have typed T, you have typed W, you have typed D. It's shown in either asterisk sign, either in dollar sign, as it has the one of the property, that is test password character. Whatever the password character you have provided there, if you have provided, as I have provided dollar sign, whatever I have typed, it will not be displayed, only dollar sign will be displayed. So you can make it as a password input. So what are the properties of text box controls? Again, name, every text box has its unique name. By default, it starts with the text box and numeric, how many text boxes we are going to use in a form, that is the back color. Again, we can change the back color of a text box. We can change the border style of the text box, whether it is 3D, we want to in 3D format, we want in 2D format, whatever format we want. So we can change the font, in which font we want to enter the text. It is in bold, it is in italic, even font style. So for color, whatever you are typing, what color should be displayed, that text should be displayed in what color. Most important property of a text box is password character. Login, when you type user ID, it will be displayed to all the nearby your friends, but when you start typing the password, only the asterisk sign, hash signs or